Okay, attitude and skill. What about positive? That's easy, everybody. Energetic. Okay, now here's the key. The words that depict the winners in your life, doesn't matter who they are. You look at these and all of them have some attitude. One of them has some skill. I am good at math. 95% is an attitude and 5% are skills. A lot of people say, so what? Here's a so what, ladies and gentlemen. Could I see all the hands of people in here that during your formalized education years, those years you were in school, took a class in attitude? No hands. Could I see all the people in here that during your formalized education years took a class in skills? Yeah, if you didn't raise your hand, you didn't go to school, did you? That's what they teach in school. Reading, writing, arithmetic. Yet you tell me all the skills that you like, the winners, 95% it's an attitude of life. And don't you think it's about time we have a class in attitude? Say yes. Somebody say, you tricked us on that. There's no trick to it. The companies in the Dynatech era, I mean, I'm talking about the great companies, always come up with about this percentage. Just about always. But here's what's interesting. I found a study conducted by the Carnegie Institute that literally went across the country asking people, what would it take to call yourself a winner or to be a success in life? You said 95% is an attitude, 5% is skill. Would you like to see what the Carnegie Institute came up with? Say yes, because you're about to. According to the Carnegie Institute, to be a success or winner in life is about 15% aptitude, 85% attitude. Just about always. That's what makes people have. You can teach people skills, but it's the attitude that you have. And that's why I've told Larry and Janet, I'm amazed at the great people we have on our team. The attitude you have, because there are a lot of great people out there, but the key is this, it's what they come up with. It's amazing. And I'm speaking about being your best. So I had some best pens made for me a while back. And what I wanted to do is I like to present people who I think are, what, as I used a little bit, something that is an ATS person. Not only is a winner, they're an ATS person. An ATS person is a person who does what's expected of them and then some. The little bit extra. It's that little bit extra that separates them. And it's so great because there's so many good people in this room, but some people always stand out. Do that little bit extra. And when they do, they keep on going. And they do a little more, and you can't help but recognize them. And one of the people that always does a little bit more, people that I know, one of them is Karen Gray. Karen Gray. Yeah, you know, anybody's traveled knows what she is, but there's a second person here. And I'm so lucky because as a person who gets to work with a lot of you going around, I get a chance to work with a lot of people, and we have so many great marketing reps and team leads, but one team lead I've worked with does what's expected and always a little bit extra. Andre Johnson, you're the man. Coming right through here, Tim. Thank you, Bart. Thank you. Let me squeeze right through here. Yeah, so what I like to do is just talk about that, but here's what's interesting, ladies and gentlemen. As I've looked at these words, see what's interesting is I've done this across the country. I've done it for over 20 years, working with the best teams in America, best companies, and I asked winners, and what I kept seeing is a lot of these words kept coming up again and again and again. So what I did is I compiled these lists, doing 10 years of research and over 1,000 presentations just like this. Audiences giving me the top 10 words of winner, and I compiled them. And I put them in my book, Flight Plan for Living. More importantly, the subtitle is The Art of Self-Encouragement. How to pick yourself up when you get knocked down. And so consequently, I put them in there and I published them. And one of the people that endorsed my book, I'm just going to throw this out, is Roger Staubach, the great NFL Hall of Fame quarterback from the Cowboys. When Roger and I got to know each other, I said, Roger, what's the one best thing you learned playing pro football? He said, the one best thing I learned is it takes 10 other guys to win that game. As good as Roger is, all pro, all NFL, it takes 10 guys. What kind of pulling guard do you think Roger would make? or defensive end. All of us in here, ladies and gentlemen, have our own job. And that's what makes Dynatech work. It takes everybody working together, synergy taking place. And synergy is when the sum is greater than the parts, or 1 + 1 = 3. So what I started thinking, I started compiling these things, and I said, you know what I want to do? I want to put them in. So would you like to see the top 10 words of a winner? According to this book, in 10 years of research and 1,000 presentations? Say yes, because you're about to. In descending order, the 10th most